Good afternoon. It is Friday, October 17th. We're here live at Shasta Livestock here at the headquarters of Western Video Market. Little market update. We had a phenomenal sale today. Nearly 8,000 head of cattle here today. Seasonally, it's typically a slower sale for us, but we had a lot of good consignments here. Got right into some light cattle in Nevada. I like to give more of the representative sales side of things. You can certainly, for more of the weight breakdown and pricing, you can go to our website at wvmcattle.com and certainly get those breakdowns. But a lot of good light cattle today. Roaring Springs kind of started things off in the tough northeastern desert or northwestern desert up here at French Glen, Oregon. One load of 510-pound steers, black-hided, had a little ticket ear in the cattle, a lot of condition. They commanded 525. You get into the heifer mates at 440, they were 527 and a half, nearly the same. We had DeLong Ranches. It was kind of a big feature consignment out of Winnemucca, Nevada. Red Angus cross type cattle there. Extremely green. Cattle had a little bounce to them, but had an awful lot of condition, kind of programmed up. We kind of topped things off there. 200 steers at 450 pounds, brought 557 and a half to come west to California. We also had 180 steers that weighed 575 off the same DeLong consignment. Those 575-pound steers brought 477 and a half, 477.50, and that was awful good sale there. Heifer mates weighing 350. There was one big load of 350-pound heifers, light green, they've been weaned forever. They brought 590. That's kind of a price range that we've really never been before. 350-pound heifer at 590. We get into holiday ranches, consign an awful lot of cattle each and every throughout the course of the year. They consign thousands of cattle. Holiday Ranch had a load of steer calves off the cow, double round cattle there, weighing 490 pounds at 530 off the cow. They had another cut of weaned heifers, two good loads weighing 465. Those heifers brought 514. We still continue to see some of these big premiums amidst what happened in the market today. We had nearly limit down in most of the feeder months. The front month was 7 down. The live cattle, October down 370. The back months $6 to $7 lower. So over Trump's announcement of softening some of these beef prices, we still had a very, very active sale. You work on end. We had some awfully good yearling type cattle here today. We've got a premier consigner, Robin Ranches, out of that Merced area there. They had two consignments here. They had a load of 625-pound steers. They always top the sale. 625 pounds brought 470 black Angus and program cattle. They also had 200 head of weaned steers, 45 plus days to 60 days. They weighed 735. They brought 427 and a half. Another new top for 735-pound cattle for us. Selling right there consistent with them was Shane Ranches, 760 pounds at 430. Fields Livestock had another good load, 720 pounds, comparable cattle, comparable delivery. The Fields Ranch cattle at 720 brought 430. Come right back to Sunrise Mountain, an Oregon Ranch consignment, 715-pound steers, 435. Black Angus weaned and also programmed cattle. There was one load of big feeder steers weighing 860 pounds from two consigners, McGrew and Shane Ranches. Those 860-pound cattle, they brought 370. So a real good sale amidst those market conditions that we were dealing with today. We had a really good beef on dairy section here. One of our real good consigners has been Southwest Cattle Company. They create us a product out of the Midwest that's real top Charolais Angus bulls on top of dairy cross females. Those cattle really met with big demand. We had 23 lots. We really appreciate that consignment from Southwest Cattle. Here's 2 loads of steers at 550 pounds. for a February delivery. And again, when you're selling these cattle out in front, the delivery in the spot month is pretty important as to what they bring. Even though we're comparing the same weights, the delivery and when they get fat has something to do with the price. 550 pounds, 2 good loads of them. February delivery, 477 and a half. That's a Charolais on a dairy cross cow. Here's another load of heifer mates to them that weighed 515. 515 for February delivery, 465. Almost paralleled the steer price at a lighter weight. 450 steers moving into a March delivery, same good Charolais dairy cross cattle. March delivery, 481 at 550, so even got higher as we got into that March month. Here's another set, 450 500-pound steers that brought, and they were April delivery. They brought 482 and a half. So a really good consignment. We really appreciate the people at Southwest Cattle and the buyers of that product there as well. We had an awfully good replacement female and pair section today. We started things off with Pope Valley Ranching. They had 30 head of pairs there, kind of young on the young end, 3 and 4 year olds there, 3 to 5 year olds. Pairs, 1,400 and some pound cows with 225 pound calves for immediate delivery. Those brought $47.75 per pair. So the female demand is extremely good. Another load right off the same deal, kind of the middle end of the cows, kind of the 6-year-old, 7-year-old cows. Pairs with same size calves, 225 pound calves, they brought 4,500. Got into the kind of the older solid mouth end, that load of pairs there, even being on the older end of the spectrum, they brought 4,100. So a real good consignment, met with big demand. Larson cattle out of Thermopolis down south, Southern California, they had some fall calving, kind of winter calving type cows, 7 and 8 months bred. The blacks brought 38.75. And the red-hided cows off the same deal, 3 and 4 year olds, they brought 3,800. So it was a really good sale. We got into some mixed spring calving type cows for immediate delivery, kind of February to April calvers, mixed consignments, pretty solid at that 38 to 39.50, most of them put together type cows. So we're going to have a big female sale when we work into our December 2nd sale at the Silver Legacy in Reno. We're excited about that. We've got a real featured consigner every year is Bentley Ranches. They're going to have 4 loads of bred heifers. They've had them in there 4 or 5 years consecutively. Big stout, 1,125, 1,150 pound heifers calving right there the last few days of November, working out for 60 days. It's a real top set of Angus and Angus Baldy F1s. Also from Cannon Ranches out of Hyco, Nevada. Hyco, Nevada is about 100 miles north of Vegas. It's out there in some real tough, arid country. Cannon Ranches there. They got a manager, Paul Matthews. He's been breeding some extremely good Angus and Angus Hereford cross cattle there. We're going to have black and black Baldies that are going to really parallel the Bentley Ranch to follow suit. They're going to be spring calvers as well, kind of March. They're AI, just some top shot cattle companies' bulls. We'll have more particulars on them as we get closer to that consignment cutoff. I know the Kern family up out of Baker City, Oregon. They're going to have a set of females in there, some pairs and kind of a dispersal. So we'll be looking forward to advertising those cattle as we get a little closer. But all in all today, with Delta cattle futures that we were dealt to hard down, once again, it doesn't seem to affect us on a live basis. The fundamentals are same. We're short cattle. We're getting a lot of moisture out here in the west now. I'm sure that sparks some of these light cattle prices to be steady to higher. So again, from Shasta Livestock here, Cottonwood, California, Western Video, thank you very much.